Queen is alive! I mean, you know, whoever that is.
Hey howdy hey everyone, Josh from onamiibo.com here with another LEGO Dimensions pack spotlight. This time we're looking at someone else, something else, the limited edition Green Arrow Polybag. Ollie only has permission to be away from Felicity for a few minutes, so we'd better keep this quick. Because this pack is only given away at conventions and in promotions, the developers have made sure that he doesn't have any exclusive abilities that will lock heaps of people out of any puzzles. This is good because he's so hard to get, but it does mean that he's undergone a bit of a downgrade since his last appearance in a LEGO game.
Excuse me, Doctor. Your friend, Captain Jack Harkness? He looks kinda familiar for some reason.
The Green Arrow figure is based off of his appearance in the New 52 line of comics, indicated by his hood being down and the lack of a goatee. The really interesting thing about this figure is the gold tag, which indicates he's part of Year 2 of LEGO Dimensions. It's been said that every pack with a gold tag will unlock a new battle arena, but we don't currently know whether this includes Green Arrow. I'll post an update when the Year 2 patch is out, and I can confirm either way. The Green Arrow is very similar to Legolas, though he has some different animations and an extra ability. His main ability, of course, is to fire arrows. This can be used as a ranged attack to hit enemies and destructible objects from afar. By holding down the ability button, you can also fire 3 arrows at once, but since arrows fired in this manner don't home in on objects, it's not overly useful, except for in really specific situations. His arrow can also be used to hit targets. The target ability will allow you to access a few roulette bricks and collectibles. A fair few of the target puzzles are designed with other characters in mind though, so you'll need to bring some buddies along for the ride if you want to use Ollie to solve them. Another neat trick that the Green Arrow can do with his bow is to use the Polevolt ability. He can fire an arrow that lodges itself in a notch, which he can then swing off. This is mostly used to get roulette bricks, but there's a couple of puzzles that require it. That's a literal couple, not a figurative one. Out of all the currently available characters, only Legolas, Sensei Wu, and Green Arrow have this ability, so it's a good one to have.
What do you think you're doing? You?
Green Arrow's bow and arrows can be used for one last ability. He can fire a grappling hook arrow to pull things down or to pull himself up. Since Batman already has this in the starter pack, it doesn't really add any extra value, though it does differentiate him from Legolas somewhat. Of course, the Emerald Archer is also a really agile character, and so he can use all acrobat devices to traverse levels and solve puzzles. If you've played LEGO Batman 3, then you might be thinking that that's a much smaller list of abilities than he had in that game, and you'd be right. In Dimensions, the Green Arrow can't fire explosive arrows, and he can't use technology terminals either. While neither would be game-changing, it'd allow him to do a lot more and make him a more interesting character, especially given that he doesn't come with a vehicle with its own abilities.
I'm sure Legolas wouldn't mind me using this. We're amigos in archery!
The Green Arrow can get into the DC Comics Adventure World, which you can already access with Batman, and his abilities alone won't let you access any new gold bricks. Although funnily enough, there would be one if he could blow up Silver Lego and hack. If you have a character with electricity but not target, then there's one new brick in here that you'll be able to access. So while it's neat to run around as the Green Arrow and fire arrows everywhere, I can't really recommend you buy him given the prices people are asking for him. He's Legolas with an extra ability and better dialogue, but he doesn't have a vehicle, which might have been alright as a cheap extra purchase, but with his exclusivity I wouldn't bother unless you have a compulsive need to own every character. But the fact remains that regardless of how useful he is, in a game full of people with high-tech guns and lasers, there's just something fun about running around as an agile guy with a low-tech bow. Now just make sure that you don't fail this dimension.
With Gotham and Metropolis mixed together, the people living here will need all the help they can get. That's where I come in.
For more on LEGO Dimensions and other Toys to Life brands, make sure to shoot on over to monomeebo.com.